Hello, everybody, and welcome to Turf Moorhouse, where we are back with a live watch along. And this time it is, as you can see there, Leeds versus Burnley at Ellen Road, and it's gonna be a cracker. I hope anyway. So I'm trying to get the feed up, but it's taking the mic for some strange reason. Um, but hopefully it's not going to be. It's going to be all right. At the moment, I'm currently via a Leeds channel, but we shall see. We shall see what goes on. I'm a little bit everywhere because I've just gone rogue, lastminute.com, and just rushed instead of prepping myself. But it is what it is. We are here, and hopefully, Burnley can get 3 points today. It's not a place where we have had lots of luck. I think it's been well over 10 years since we even got a result at Ellen Road. So that's saying something. Um, I think it was 2013, the last time we won. I'll just try and confirm that if I can. Let's have a look. I'm sure it was. That's what I read anyway. Yeah, Leeds have won 3 of their last 4 league meetings against us, all in the Premier League under Bielsa. But Burnley have lost 7 of their last 9 league visits to Ellen Road. The one win came under Sean Darsh in September 2013, which was a 2-1 victory. Only Swansea are averaging a higher possession figure than Leeds so far in the Championship this season, with the Whites top for completed passes, pass accuracy, and percentage of passes played short. Although only 3 teams have had fewer shots in the Championship this season than Burnley, the Clarets are the joint biggest scorers in the league with 10 goals. They have the best shot conversion rate and have exceeded their expected goals total by 6.7 goals. Pascal Struijk has completed the most passes in the Championship, while Burnley's Maxime Esteve ranks 5th for his metric. Of the 169 players to attempt 100 plus passes this season, Esteve has the best passing accuracy by 96%. So the stats are all there. The stats say it's going to be a good game. Let's just hope it is. Shame I couldn't be at Ellen Road. I'd love to have been, but to be fair, with the way I started the day this morning, I've got a dodgy stomach. I even debated going live. But we are here. We are here, and why not? Let's have a look at some of your comments then. Greg's in nice and early with an early prediction. Says 3-1 to the Clarets. Get your predictions in. Let us know how you think this game's going to go as we take you through it. Afternoon, Henry. Massive respect. How are you? Big up, Chris. Big up to yourself. All is good, mate. Ask me again at the end of 90 minutes, but it should be a cracker of a fixture. 2-2. Chris has gone for Desmond. I mean, I take it. I know Leeds are unbeaten, but I think we need to stop. We need to find our form now. Chris says, if Burnley were to win this game, it's a statement. I'd like to think so. I'd like to think so, especially after a loss against Sunderland and then the draw against Blackburn Rovers. So let's see. And a massive thank you to Henry as well for a £10 donation to the channel. Massively helps us, and thank you very much. You can help out as well, whichever way you want. But thank you very, very much for your love and support. And 2-1, that's what I've said. I've said 2-1. So that is what I'm hoping for. If you are watching us, we are live on Facebook, YouTube, and X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. So please do give us a show us some love. Get on our socials and get in touch with us. But thank you very much, Henry. Really appreciate it. Players make their way to the pitch. As Chris says, I'll ask you again after 90 minutes. 100%. 100% indeed. We will go through the teams in just a moment. But if you can, please drop a like on this video. Share it about. Comment. Get involved. And subscribe, more importantly. It all helps. I'm going to see if I can find a feed that's a little bit better than the one I've currently got, because it's let's just say it's not great. But I'm hoping that we will have there we are. Yeah, that's better. That should be better quality, I think. Hoping so. Right, the players are all shaking hands and everything else. Let's have a look at the teams. And Henry says, "My pleasure, Dan. I love to support channels if I can." No, I really appreciate it. Honest to God, I can't thank people enough for the love and support. So thank you. For some reason, this feed's been dodgy. Why? Doesn't need to be. Well, let's hope for the best. Burnley in their black away kit, black and pink away kit. Leeds obviously in white. But let's have a look at them teams then. Starting with the home side. Let's get rid of that banner. Elan Meslier starts in goal. Jaden Bogle plays with Junior Firpo, Joe Roden, and Pascal Strike. And Ethan Ampadu in, it looks like, to be fair, that's a back five. Ilya Gruev, Brendan Aronson, and Manor Solomon play with Willie Nonto and Matthias Joseph up top. Substitutes Darlow, DeBeo, Schmidt, Byram, Ramazani, Tanaka, Rothwell, Gelhart, and Piro for Leeds United. Let's have a look then at the Burnley side for today's game. Starting in goal, James Trafford. Playing on the right is Lucas Perez. Joe Worrell is partnered with Maxime Esteve, and Bashir Humphreys comes in at left back. Josh Brownhill is partnered with Josh Loren, the signing from Stoke, and a three behind the main striker of Luca Koleosho, Hannibal Meshbury, and Jaden Anthony. And up top, making his debut for the Clarets, is Zian Fleming, who we signed from Millwall on deadline day. Subs for the Clarets are CJ Egan-Riley, Enoch Agay, Hanno Masengo, John Egan, who signed recently on a free transfer after his contract ran out at Sheffield United, Andreas Ntonje, Josh Cullen, Jay Rodriguez, Jeremy Sarmiento is on the bench, as is Vaclav Hladke. At the moment, there's a minute's applause going on at Ellen Road. And I'm wondering if it's something that the club have done in regards to a young fan who lost his life. Little Bob, 6 years old, 6 years of age, battled cancer, and unfortunately gained his angel wings. So a big loss for the Leeds supporters, Leeds family. And no, it's not. It's for Sol Bamba. So Sol Bamba, sorry, my mistake. Obviously, I know Sol Bamba was obviously played for Leeds as well. But I know that there is, because he's 6 years old, in the 6th minute, they are doing a round of applause for young Bob, who passed away, unfortunately. So we will, on the 6th minute, you'll probably hear me clapping in the background. We are soon to get underway. The players look set to get into position. I'm just hoping for a good game. That's all I'm hoping for. A good, solid game. And we are underway. Oh, I'm losing the plot today, people. Losing the plot. There we are. There we go. The ball is back with Mesley. I hope everyone is all right. I hope everyone's having a good day, good afternoon, and got plans this weekend. Mesley with a bit of a strange one there, ends up kicking it out for a Burnley throw-in. The missus is in. Good morning, beautiful. Good morning. It's afternoon. What am I on about? Oh, Leeds are through. There's a chance of a one-on-one here. What can Burnley do? Trafford has to stand tall. And he's gone wide. He's gone wide. Trafford's done well there to make himself look big. Matteo Joseph. Ooh, let off for Burnley there, but it's Koleosho with an awkward back pass to Esteve, and Esteve can't do anything apart from hit it at Joseph. And he's opened his body up a little bit too much. And not much that he could do there to finish. But it was one-on-one with the keeper. Should be doing better. And it is Still 0-0. A minute in, that would have been early, wouldn't it? Nobody wants that. Ball pumped long by Trafford. As I say, Leeds are going to be probably keep on to possession for quite a lengthy time in this fixture. But let's see if Burnley can counteract that Leeds attack. Big John's in. How are you doing? To be fair, yes, the pressure is on them. The pressure is on them. That's a very good point. Hope you're well, John and Pete. You little love God. How are you doing? Hope you're well, mate. Good interception by Fleming. Tries to whip an early ball in. Shaw just can't get his header on target. Oh, it was Hannibal. They've all fuzzy hair. This is the only problem at the start of the season. Nobody knows who's who. But it was good ball in by Fleming. Does pick out Hannibal, but doesn't manage to get a good solid head on it. Not yet. Not yet. Hopefully soon. Hopefully soon, mate. Let us know in the chat what you've made of Burnley's start, what you've made of the signings Burnley have made, how you think this game's going to go. If you haven't, let us know your prediction for this fixture. Pete says, watching you at work, Kieran and Josh say hi. Go on, Kieran. Go on, Josh. Big up the Greg's massive. Oi. Ball played out wide for Leeds. Cut back towards the centre. Tries to pick each other out. Works its way back to the centre circle. Koleosho puts his man under pressure. Good work by Burnley, and that works cut short. Played to Nonto. Can he pick out a pass? Leeds have it wide. Can they get a good ball in? It's straight out for a goal kick. Well worked by Burnley. Very well defended, but Leeds looking at all that open space that Burnley are creating with having such a high line. It's really difficult. Leeds are trying to counteract that, and Daniel Farke's men seem to understand the task in hand. I'm kind of pleased, Henry. Yeah, I think we've got a few players in that are now, we've not just got a bunch of kids, let's say that, because that's what we've had for the last couple of years under Company. We've actually got players with experience, solid enough. I just hope long-term over the course of the season, it's going to be good enough. Mr. Rodriguez is in. Just woke up. Yes, it'll be about an 4:30 in the morning kickoff, won't it? Couldn't do that. But when you love your football club, you'll do anything, won't you? It's like that meme of like getting up for work. You're like, nah. Getting up for school, nah. Getting up for an away day, you're up. Can open and hoping for the best. 7:30 a.m. Right, fair enough. It's not too bad then. It's not too bad. Colorado's 5:30. I get you. I think I was just going off what JJ Watt had put to Burnley's tweet. Loose ball in the centre. Burnley, Jadon Anthony and Josh Brown will need a bit of communication there. Massive communication needed. Both of them just let the ball sit in the centre of the park, and not much really that either of them did. Ball at the back for Leeds. Burnley trying to apply the pressure, but don't want to commit too early, really. The first 2 games of the season were immense, Greg. 100%. 100%. Deck, how you doing, mate? Hope you're well. Nah, I've done my Super 6, Henry. I've done my Super 6. Speaking of which, you know what? Fair play to Leeds and Burnley. They're going to let the minute run down. Burnley players and Burnley fans have stood still. They've stood still with. They've let Meslier just keep the ball at his feet while they have that minute's applause. But as I said earlier, for young Bob, you know what? Fair play. That goes out to the family. Massive respect. You know, there's more than rivalry, isn't there, when it comes to football? You know, we're all one family when you take away the fact of which team's which. Could this be a good sign for Leeds though? Leeds pushing as they get the game back. Massive respect, Luke. Massive respect. Hope you well. Leeds cut in, trying to create an opening for themselves. It's all Leeds at the moment. It's all Leeds, and Burnley having to defend in numbers. Shot away and saved by James Trafford. There's a lot of pinball. Trafford tries to get Burnley away quickly on the counter. Bashir Humphreys out on that far side. Nobody coming with him. Some of the centre backs stayed deep. We didn't push really there. Not really happy with that. Yeah, great, absolutely fantastic sportsmanship. During the international break, no, I were working. To be fair. It will, Greg. I agree. It will take quite a while for him to gel. You know, it's essentially a good number of newbies in this squad, and everyone's going to have to learn to read each other's game. Although, fantastic ball by Joe Worrell. Finds Coley Horseshoes, got the space, cuts in, finds Fleming. He turns in the box, intercepted. Ball played to Brownhill, who tries to dink one over for Anthony, but Jadon Anthony just didn't sort of read the run. He's out. He's out, Mr. R. He's out. He's back training, but it won't be long before we do see him in a Burnley shirt. I don't think. Mick says Luton 1 down at Millwall. Oof. See, I don't think they will, Henry. I don't think they will regret letting Somerville go. I think with loaning Solomon from Spurs, signing 1 or 2 players with the money that they got for Somerville, I don't think it's going to be that bad of a job for them, to be fair. 10 minutes in, though. Score still 0-0. Hey, it's all right, mate. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I was still knocking up the edit for the lineup with the video and stuff at like 1:15, and I thought, shit, I've got 5 minutes to get it all sorted, get it uploaded. And then at that point, it's like 19 minutes past. And I'm like, right, I need to sort the laptop out very quickly. Well, I semi-sorted the laptop out, like loading to StreamYard and everything else. Make sure it's all uploaded right. Change my top because I wasn't already in my top. I was just chilling in, shirtless and shorts, as you do. So, yeah, I've just had a mad rush, mate, to be fair. I'm all right, Mac. How are you? Leeds grab themselves a corner. Leeds have a corner. Good battling by Luca Koleosho to track his man down. I'm all good, mate. Hope you're well. Hope you're well. I don't know what you mean, Greg. Ball played in from this set piece. Can Burnley clear it? Looked like they were waiting for Trafford to come and collect, but he didn't read it till late, and it was a good clearance at the back. It's all right, mate. You're not too long. You've not missed out. Still 0-0. As Mick says, if you can, people, please do get them likes in. Really does help. It says there's 111 people watching. 111. Love it. Thank you very, very much for your love and support. Really do appreciate it. Scott Parker giving some directions to his boys. And now the ball's played out. Jaden Anthony. Could have picked out the run. He goes long down to the opposite wing. Good ball. What can Koleosho do? Back header up by Fleming and into the arms of Meslier again. Don't know what Fleming's done, but he's got like a Robbie Fowler plaster over his nose. I'm not entirely sure what's gone on there, but still managed to rise above everybody else at the back for Leeds and get his header off, but not enough on it to entertain the Leeds goalkeeper. Leeds have it at the back. Ethan Ampadu. You know, I think Parker's vision is to just get a team that's ready to play for the badge. I think we had a lot of people last year that were playing for company, essentially. I don't know whether company sold them this vision of we want to be something that we clearly wasn't. So who knows? Mick says Luton 1 up at Millwall. There we go. Correction. A correction is in. Ball played forward for Leeds. Manages to get it before it goes out of play. Cuts it back to the edge of the box. Whips one in deep. Header up. And I think it's gone out for... Has it gone out for a goal kick? Mateo Joseph was always chasing the second ball, to be fair. I'd like to think he's in for long haul, yeah. I see him as... A lot of people are saying, bring him in when we get to the Premier League, get rid, which I think if he's earned the right to be there, don't just chop and change. However, Burnley are in, good battling. Shot. That's surely a foul, ref. It's a good ball played. It's Joe Rodon's got his hands all over Fleming, and Fleming still manages to get his shot away. But then again, the fact that he's being held really puts a stop to how much power he can put behind the ball. And they will keep him. They will keep him. I think over the season, a lot of fans' perspective on Scott Parker will change. Whether that's for the worst or for the better, we'll see in time. But right now, Burnley are living life on a knife edge. If it isn't for Joe Worrell having to get stuck in, it's Brennan Aronson who tried to come forward. Good bit of play by Leeds. Knocks it behind himself. Joe Worrell comes in early and boots the ball away. I'd say Fleming's not been too bad, actually. He's been the focal point for attacks, but he needs support. He needs the support, really, and I think if he gets it, or he'll get that one decent opportunity, could be looking at a decent player. You know, like I say, it's his first game, it's his debut. So there's going to be some, pre-match nerves. You always want to get off to a flyer on your debut, and sometimes that can put a lot of pressure on you. But Leeds have a corner, whipped in, cleared, slip. Coley Orshaw could be in. It's Coley Orshaw. He's there. There's only one defender. He's got Jaden Anthony with him. Coley Orshaw, I think, should go alone. He's going to take the shot. He has. And it's 1-0 Burnley. Hey! Get in there. Luca Coley Orshaw puts the Clarets 1-0 up. The American / Italian / you know what? It could be born down my back street for all I care. Has put the Clarets 1-0 up at Ellen Road. Just signed a 5-year deal. Come on. Woo! That all comes from a Leeds slip. That all comes from a Leeds slip. As soon as that slip happens, Coley Orshaw is in. All he has to do, he's got a straight run. He keeps looking at Anthony, but he can see that the angle for Anthony has been closed down. Meslier sort of hasn't got his positioning right. He's through the legs of Ethan Ampadu. And the Clarets go 1-0 up. Get in. Get in there. Let's get that scoreline updated. Nobody wants to see 0-0 anymore, do they? It is Luca Coley Orshaw who puts the Clarets 1-0 up. And Scott Parker goes over there with some words of wisdom for the youngster. What a bit of play by the Clarets. This is what you need to be. Just think to last year when we were in the Championship, we wasn't clinical enough. We wasn't clinical enough. Like everyone's saying, get in, good start with inside 20 minutes. Fantastic start. I'm not sure how many we had away on international. I'm going to check on my phone, but I'm using my phone I'm screening my phone to the TV, so I can't even look at my phone. Oi, the gaffer's in. Man, like the gaffer is in. Come on, my G. Daniel Motherfucker is not looking best pleased on the touchline. That nice early lead for the Clarets. I mean, I wouldn't even say it's deserved. I'd say Leeds have been the better team, possession-wise. But how many times have we said this? Possession doesn't win your games, does it? Exactly, Luke. Exactly. That's what we got told. That's what we got told in those meetings. Leeds come forward. They'll just break off. Down here on the left-hand side, cut back. Work the way back, centre circle. Again, they're trying to create space, open Burnley up. Could get a shot away. On the edge, Ethan Ampadu, blocked by Burnley. Cleared only as far as Hannibal. Does well. Fleming cuts in. Ball one, though, referee says. Leeds try to come forward again. Jaden Anthony cuts it out. Now back with Fleming. Burnley coming forward, throwing men forward. Tries to go long, and it's, easily intercepted by Junior Firpo, the former Barcelona Academy youth prospect. It is. Vincent Kompany is a dirty word these days. Henry, if you watch the first episode, I'm in it. I've got no hat on. I'm actually in it about 3 or 4 times in the first episode. No royalties though. No royalties. Just the sheer fact of being in it in one of probably the worst documented seasons of recent history. No, not this time. Hey, go on, Kate. Local celeb now. Everyone says that at work as well. Like, do you know everyone or what? Oh, another big save! A big save by Trafford. Sorry, we're letting the publicity just get to my head. Then missed out on an opportunity, but Burnley tried to break. Ball whipped, and it's easy enough for Fleming. Does not the header back. Jaden Anthony cuts across, goal, and just wide of the far post. I think he was hoping for someone running in at the back stick. He looked like he was shaping up to shoot at the edge of the box, but tries to cut one across. Does pretty well. Good ball for the Leeds chance as well. Makes its way through. And I think that's what we're going to be quite good at, Mac, this year. That we're going to allow teams to have that pressure. We're going to have to soak it up, but be clinical on the counter. If we can do that, brilliant. You know, I've got no harm in us winning games 1-0. How did we get to Europe? We got to Europe by playing probably not the best football, but we got there by burying our chances and seeing games out, winning 1-0 here and there. So it can work. It can work. You can still play sexy football when you've got the ball, but it's what you do without the possession and your positioning and what your focus is as soon as you win it back. I'd like to say we've got better marking from corners and things like that. And I can't believe I've just said that because it would not surprise me if something like a set piece, like a corner, ends up killing us in this game or something. 24 minutes gone. Leeds have a free kick down on this near left-hand side. Now at the centre circle. Intercepted by Burnley, trying to do well. But still Leeds trying to get forward. Ball played in, shot across, well intercepted again. This time, I think, by Josh Loren. Firpo was going for a shot at goal. He currently gets the ball back from a quick throw-in taker by Leeds. Pascal Struijk. Firpo has it again. Seems to be having a lot of the ball down this right-hand side. Now trying to cut it across early. They're trying to find those pockets of space, and they're not going to get it. They're not going to get it. Well worked. What's the referee giving? Offside, and he's put his flag up for something. Bashir Humphries did very, very well there against Manor Solomon. Shielded him out. Shielded him out. Again, it's showing that chance for Leeds, but it's a good save. It's a brilliant save by Trafford. He's there, close the angle down. A fantastic bit of work by Burnley to keep the score at 1-0. You know, Leeds have bought pretty well. I mean, Jaden Bogle for 5 million from Sheffield United is not a bad bit of business either. Not bad business at all. Ball back towards the centre for Leeds. Burnley just being patient. Well cut out by Burnley. Bashir Humphries tries to get it away. Hits Junior Firpo and it's out for a claret kick. What have you guys made of it so far? If you're watching, if you're able to watch it, what have you guys made of it so far? I think he's back with us. I read that he'd gone up to Dundee, but then he played in one of the under-21s games the other day, or he was named in the squad anyway. So I'm not entirely sure what's happening with that. Because like I said, unless he's on some sort of dual registration where he can play for Dundee but play for our under-21s, which I didn't think you could do. Leeds come forward. Nonto with it. Tries to cut the ball back. Gets a ball through. It's Jaden Bogle. Can he pick a player out? Mateo Joseph. Looking to carve an opportunity. Burnley do well to stand tall. Still in there. And cleared away by Luca Koleosho. Bashir Humphries chasing it down. Went on a mad run there. Sorry, Koleosho were chasing it down. It was cleared by Humphries. Both got the same hairdo. Both playing on the right-hand side. Boof. It'll take a couple. Yeah, it will take a couple of games, Mac. 100%. 100%, mate. I doubt it, Emery. I struggle to try and get out, Burnley content when I try to get it out as much as I can. And if I can do a watch along, brilliant. If I can't, I can't. Because I get the odd weekend. I'm in work one weekend. I'm off work the next. So if I can see the game or watch the game, I'll try. If I can get to the game, even better. But I'll always try and make time to give you guys the content. And if there's anything you want to see us do, at the moment it is difficult. I'm trying to slot match previews into days that only I can do because I'm not as flexible as I was with how my work schedule is. But it's all about fitting it in, finding that balance. Fast approaching half an hour. Big pump forward by James Trafford. Well defended by Joe Worrell. Header up. I think that's going to be a Burnley throw-in. It is. Koleosho's been everywhere. Down that right-hand side, his heat map must be through the roof. It's true, Matt. We've got to play everyone, but why not? Why not play Leeds straight away? I think it means that we have to be ready. Look at that Sunderland game. Obviously, we were very depleted with the signings and with lack of signings at the time and players that we'd sold. It looked very bleak. Bashir Humphries tries to keep the ball in. Signing from Chelsea. Pascal Strike. Plays it across goal to Joe Roden. Good interception by Burnley. And Fleming, he's got Anthony to his left. Tries to pick Brownhill out. He does. Picks out Koleosho. It's again Burnley. Jaden Anthony. Oh, it's intercepted. Oh, I thought it were two. I thought it was going to be two. Brownhill knocks it back. It's off Hannibal's chest. And Jaden Anthony just puts his foot through it and it's intercepted. I'm trying to work out who it hits. Hits Ampadu. Then it hits Roden and out for a Burnley corner. But that should have been 2-0. Big Joe Worrell is up from the back. Can Burnley make this set piece count? Ball played in to the front post, headed it away. I'm not sure who it was at the front post, but it did come off a Burnley head. It was Worrell. He just couldn't direct the header, unfortunately, for Burnley. To be fair, that Sunderland game was dross, weren't it? Absolute dross. Burnley starting to grow into it now. Like I said, Leeds trying to capitalise on our right-hand side. You know, our right back seeing a lot of action in terms of trying to cut out opportunities for Leeds. They are playing the ball about, but Leeds are looking more dangerous when trying to play it down that right-hand side. Their left, our right, however you want to look at it. And they come down that right-hand side again. Firpo picks out Solomon, tries to get a ball over it. It's a heavy ball, which is headed back across, trying to find somebody else, but Trafford is out to collect nice and early. I think we got lucky in that game, Greg. I won't lie. But how many times have they had luck? Let's just talk about the David Dunn offside goal and everything else. I think there's going to be a card here for Junior Firpo. He's booked for a tug on Luca Koleosho. Koleosho would have been away again then. Just showing it now. As he turned, he's tried to get past Firpo, and Firpo's gripped hold of him. Firpo's not happy with his centre backs who weren't really there to help him. He's had to take the yellow card. But yeah, I think we had to ride our luck in that Blackburn game, mate. Like I say, I think their second goal wasn't too bad. You know, I say it wasn't too bad. I mean, should have stood because it wasn't offside. But that, again, it goes down to luck. And, you know, for them, screw them. Again, Burnley have it. Edge of the box. Hannibal turns. He's got Brownhill to pick out. Plays it past Brownhill. Koleosho. Can he get a good ball in? Is he going to take a run on? Cuts inside. Try to header it down to the edge of the box. Come on, Burnley. 1-0 up here at Ellen Road, which I said at the start of the game, it's not been a pleasant place to get results for Burnley. Last win at Ellen Road came in 2013. 6 attempts for Leeds, 7 attempts for the Clarets. You know, it's quite evenly matched, except Burnley have been more clinical, but Leeds come forward, trying to carve themselves their own clinical moment. Header up. Another header by Burnley. Well worked. Leeds still have it. Greg's still going for 3-1 in the chat. Firpo tries to get a ball across. Intercepted. Ampadu. Pascal Struijk. Well, you know what? Well worked, Burnley. Well worked. Really under the cosh there, and they still managed to somehow push Leeds back towards their own goalkeeper. Fantastic bit of work by Scott Parker's men. Leeds are asking for a penalty here. Leeds are asking for a penalty. This Nonto's gone down under the challenge, Joe Worrell. Let's have a look. I'm going to get a close look here. It's Esteve who didn't quite... Esteve cuts the challenge out, but Solomon's there. Worrell... Ooh. That's very, very tough to call. Very, very tough to call. The referee, don't know what he's doing here. So the referee's talking to his linesman now. So is there going to be a penalty for Leeds? So I think Joe Worrell might be going in the book, and I think, is it going to be a Leeds penalty? Not sure what's going on here. He's booking somebody. So he's booked Hannibal. I'm not entirely sure what for. This is all got a little bit messed up. So the referee's talking to Ampadu. I don't know whether he was trying to explain the situation, but it is going to be a corner to Leeds. Hannibal has gone in the book. He's clearly not happy about it as he mutters the effing L word. But it is a corner for Leeds. Ball whipped in. Nobody there. And Hannibal can get Burnley away. Does well. Beats his man. Hannibal needs to keep his head. Hannibal needs to keep his head. Ampadu tried to. He's done well to sweep in on Hannibal to try and win the ball, but somehow still comes off worse. Ampadu's tried to get the ball. If anything, he's kicked Hannibal's foot. So as his body's continued, his foot's still. Ugh. Like I said, nothing to do with the Burnley man. This is all Ampadu's own doing. I'm wondering if it's going to show a replay for what he was actually booked for. Hannibal's going to receive a drink and right, yes. So there it's shown the afters. Solomon's got up, and as Solomon's got up off the ground, Hannibal's gone over, giving it like pointing at him, going, "Don't you dare try and like cheat and ask for a penalty and stuff like that." Got right up in his face and nearly gone in with the head. So yeah, a deserved yellow for that, especially in today's game. You can't go up and approach players like that. Hannibal needs to keep. He needs think. It's a very cheap yellow to be given. Very, very cheap yellow. Ampadu's still on the deck receiving treatment. Like I say, Hannibal had every right to go for it. Hannibal's gone to check on him, if he's all right. Fair enough. The Leeds fans are obviously very happy to see their player back on his feet. Whether he continues or not, he's saying his foot. It looks like he said his foot's killing him. It'll be a sore one. He'll have to be off the pitch. But it's gonna be a throw-in. Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell is at the Leeds game today. Can see Will Ferrell's in there. Yeah, the elf. It's not the EFL anymore, it's the ELF. Like I say, Luke, it was very, very tough to call. If he gave a penalty, I wouldn't have argued. It was the referee has a job to do there. But either way, like you said, got away with one. 42 on the clock. Leeds have the ball back with the young French keeper, Meslier. Exactly, Greg. Can't get my words out. He said it at the meeting last Monday as well. He says, I honestly truly believe, and for reassurance for any fans, he said that there's no asset stripping going on. There's more chance of him being buried in the centre circle of Turf Moor. He's got no interest in leaving this club. His heart is set on making sure that this football club will be a Champions League team before his tenure ends. So he said that at the start of the meeting as well. He said, like, I just want to make things clear that with what people are reading, what people are saying. So he's, fair. Yeah, exactly, Greg. Fair play to him. You can't beat the man for having that. He said that he also mentioned that the next couple of seasons we are going to see chop and change, not to the extent that it has been. He said because under company we had an extra 10 or so players that we didn't even need. He said so we really need to think about the business structure, the model, and what we're doing. He said, but there is going to be some change. It happens. He said we're not always going to get everything right. He said, but it's a learning process, and that eventually we will reach the heights of what he wants to achieve with Burnley Football Club. And when you hear him say it, you believe it. So there's people out there that are very much against him, but I truly believe what he's got to say. I think he has got his heart in the right place when it comes to wanting to make things work on the pitch. We've tried to tell him that obviously it's all down to what happens player wise. What's happening on the pitch is what means more. Winning games massively helps, and the fans won't be on people's backs. But he knows Mac that it's going to be a lot, and there is going to be people that need to invest and things like that over the years. But he knows what he wants to achieve, and I have faith. I have faith in him. I do have faith in him. Jayden Anthony's been booked, by the way, for probably a really silly foul on Nonto. Just was second to the ball. Nothing too sinister. There's 4 minutes added on at the end of this first half, which I can't wait for because I'm dying for a wee. Not a bad first half by all accounts. I will take it. I will 100% take it. Snoop's whatever fan who offers him a shirt, to be fair, Greg. No, in certain areas we're leading. We are leading. There's a lot of like we speak about the fan boards and stuff like that. In terms of numbers and things that we're doing as a fan board, there's certain Premier League clubs even looking at us going, well, what's going on here? Like, why aren't we doing that? Why aren't we being proactive? So, we striving to do our best, which is all you can do. It's all you can do. But I think maybe not Champions League, but if we can see some more Europa days, and we didn't spend any money then, did we? We got to Europa with a squad on a budget and only using 20 odd players. It can be done. Free kick for Leeds in the Burnley half, whipped in, which Burnley clear. 1 more minute to be played of this first half. Again, ball down this right-hand side. Teo Joseph. Intercepted by Burnley. Played to Trafford, who just punched a long ball forward. A good little flick by Anthony there, and it's a free kick given to Burnley. And Joe Roden is screeching at the referee there. He shouldn't really be doing that, but good bit of play by Hannibal. Stood tall against his man. Burnley get a free kick. That's the thing, yeah. Obviously, first and foremost, that's what we're going to be. It's going to be a process, and I think that is the process. That's his process of what he wants to get to. That's what he wants to make Burnley Football Club. But he knows that right now it's about getting back to the Premier League, getting some stability, having those stable years, making sure we build on success year by year. But no, he's already said we do not want another season like last season, ever. Which is why I think you need the similar structures to what we've got now, which is a mix of, men and boys, people that you can turn to in the dressing room, and young up and coming talent as well. Yeah, that's another reason why he won't come to Turf, Greg. If it were the Turnip days and he were on the Turnip were fagging it on touchline, then that's probably different. But good bit of play by Maxime Esteve. It's a corner for Leeds. We've played an extra 5 minutes for some reason. I don't know what the referee's doing. 5.5 minutes has been played, and this Leeds corner will probably be the last of the half. Ball whipped in, header up, and nowhere near James Trafford's goal. And Pascal Struijk not happy with the fact that he couldn't really get his header on target. But it is 1-0 to the Clarets at the halfway stage. As I say, fantastic work by Burnley to get their goal. It was a slip by Solomon or Firpo Solomon on that right-hand side, I believe. Coley Oshaw cuts in, does very, very well. And in the end, finishes off a move. He did have Jaden Anthony to pick out, but like I say, everyone were rushing, thinking Coley Oshaw was going to play that ball to Anthony. They tried to close that angle down. It opened itself up for Luca, and he buried the opportunity. Max said, does anyone see the rant from Barnett's manager? Yes, I did. This passion, they've not even started the season badly, to be fair, so I don't understand why fans are on their back. It's a strange one. It's a strange one. But you know what? Fair play to the manager for calling it out. Because if you're playing well and yet you still got fans on your back, it's not a good look. It's not a good look. But hopefully those fans will have gone, oh, right, yeah, I suppose so. He's got a point. It could make him, it could break him. It's a very tough one to call. Very, very tough one to call. But at half time, it is 1-0 to Burnley. And we will be back with the second half very soon because I am dying for a wee. How are we all? We are going to be soon getting the second half underway as the players probably start to make their way out onto the pitch in just a moment's time. Just looking at some of the stats then from the first half. Leeds had 8 shots where Burnley had 7. Burnley have had 3 on target where Leeds have had the 2. In terms of possession, it's been all Leeds. 75%, pardon me, in fact, goes to the home side. Only 25 for the Clarets. Leeds again made all the passes, 345 passes, Burnley 117. Leeds still in front on passing accuracy as well, 87% to Burnley's 70. Burnley have committed 8 fouls to Leeds 2. Leeds have 1 yellow card, Burnley have 3. Leeds have been offside 4 times, yet had 4 corners, and Burnley have had 0 offsides, yet 1 corner. As it stands, obviously still games to play at 3 o'clock later on, but as it stands, Burnley go up to second place with this 1-0 lead, and it drops Leeds outside of the playoffs. So let's see what happens. But time will tell. Obviously, Luton winning at Millwall, and Oxford Stoke is still 0-0. But I don't know. I'm looking at it, looking at the game. As I said, sometimes you don't even need to. It's been ugly. It's been scrappy. There's not really much to say about it. Let's see what people have been saying on Twitter, actually, and things like that. Someone called Blaine has put death, taxes, and Leeds struggling for a result following an international break. Someone touched on the fact that Will Ferrell was there. Another Leeds fan has said, we've created enough to not write this off yet, but it's got that not going to drop for us feel already. Passes not quite reaching their target, shots not finding the corner, marginal decisions not going our way, not being terrible, but not sharp enough where it matters. I mean, pretty much summed it up there. Another guy called Connor, who's a Leeds fan, says, just seeing the Burnley goal, honestly, that is absolutely shocking. The defending and goalkeeping. Meslier has to go next summer. Eesh. Someone else has said, another Leeds supporter said, frustrating half, 2 really great chances not taken. But the worst part is the missed opportunities to get in behind. Almost every move Solomon or Firpo can get in down the left. But lack of chemistry breaks the play down. Also, we need another player up front. Someone called Reese said, been a tad unlucky, but we have to take our chances. Burnley still look like a bottom 5 Premier League team. That's not very nice, Reese. Greavesy from the Be All End podcast, I said, superb advert for the Championship, that. Enjoyed watching 2 decent teams playing football. Ref swayed a bit by the crowd, and Leeds comfortable on the ball for the most part, but some very nice stuff from the Clarets. Let's see if there's anything else from Burnley supporters. It's most of the Leeds fans that have been commenting on the socials, but it's Burnley who hold the bragging rights at halftime. Staff members are now making their way back out. For Burnley and Leeds. And funnily enough, so do the players. Come on, Burnley. Big second half needed. Big second half needed by the Clarets. And here come the Leeds players as well. But yeah, going on about that Barnett thing, he really did get behind, like really in on his own fans, didn't he? Do you know what? Fair enough. I'd be fair to say that if we play similar to how we do first half, it wouldn't be bad as long as we can still keep Leeds at bay. It's just that the longer we let them play like that, it wouldn't surprise me if they carve themselves an opportunity to equalise. We need a second goal to shore this up. And once we get that, or if we get that, then I think that will quieten Leeds down a little bit because they know they've got a 2-goal lead to try and chase. Referee making sure everything is order and gets the game back underway. I think Leeds are going to come out all guns blazing. I mean, to be fair, is there anything more that they could have done? Like I said, those stats from half-time say everything, that Leeds have absolutely dominated. But it's how you finish them moves off, which has cost them. Hope everyone is still well in the chat. I say thank you very much for your love and support recently. I really do appreciate it. Hoping to be back on Wednesday with a match preview for the Pompey game. Right now, let's see what happens here. Hannibal picks out Corleoshaw. Loses it in the centre of the park. Like Greg says, come on, Burnley. Bloody hell. Oh, come on, Burnley. Stop trying to do that flaming wonder pass. Leeds come forward, though. Firpo has it. And again, Leeds still have it. Back with Firpo. Burnley need to try and clear this. Ball fizzed across goal, and it's too much of an angle. It's gone behind and out for a goal kick by Mano Solomon. Jadon Anthony, beautiful pass to Pires. Can Pires pick out Fleming? He's expecting a bit of spin on the ball. Fleming didn't read the pass right. I think if he'd have realised that there weren't much curve on the ball through, then he would have got to that. Like I said, no Lyle Foster for Burnley today. Not sure what's happened there. Not sure if the club have said anything about it. But yeah, no Lyle Foster in the team today. Whether it's an injury or whether it's just late reporting from international duty, time will tell. But we'll see. Jaden Bogle. Ampadu plays it back to Roden. All the way along that back 5 for Leeds. Roden gets it and picks out Bogle, who nearly loses it. Manages to get his pass off. Intercepted by Anthony, who plays the pass and knocks it long. But Leeds trying to go forward again as they intercept. It's good defending by Worrell. Plays it off his man, and it goes out for a goal kick. Matteo Joseph, for all he's been spoke about, I'm not saying that he's a bad player, but he's not really showed his credentials in this one. I tell you what, Hannibal is an absolute menace. And Coley Oshaw's been doing a lot of running. Both of them, to say they've got extra added weight with all that hair, it's I've played really, really well today. I dare say Bashir Humphries as well, obviously having to contend with a lot of the play at right back. Burnley asking for a free kick. The referee says to continue. Hannibal's back to his feet. Come on, Burnley. Leeds come forward. Shot. I think it's deflected off his own player. I think Nonto's original shot was goal bound, but I think it's come off. Is it Firpo? It is. Burnley living with it dangerously. Lost the ball out on the far side. Can Leeds get a ball in? This could be Burnley's downfall towards the edge. Well intercepted by Burnley, but still Leeds try to get to it. Shot from the edge of the box. Saved by James Trafford. Brilliant save to tip it round his post. Matteo Joseph. I said Burnley are living dangerously at the back. Trafford's had to do very, very well. The corner's taken quickly. Intercepted. Even the camera couldn't keep up after showing the replay. That's got to be a card, referee. I think Nonto knows what he's done there, and he's going to go into the book for Leeds by chopping Jadon Anthony. He's very, very late. Very, very late. But what a curling effort by Matteo Joseph, and Trafford does very well to come across goal and keep this score at 1-0 for the Clarets. Yeah, to be fair, Pete, we haven't been the best, mate. We've been second best, if you want to look at it like that. We've been second best. But we hold the Rats at the moment, which is, you know, the one thing I can say for us. Coley Oshaw has a chance. I think he's such a heavy touch. Too much of a heavy touch there. What's referee pulled it back for? Has he pulled it back for a foul? I'm not exactly sure what's gone on. Go on, Pete. That's what we like to see. That's what we like to see. You could become a member as well. It helps the channel grow every month. What I'm going to start doing as well is if I do pre-record match previews, I'm going to try and put them out for members first, so members can watch them first, and then it goes out to the public after. So you get first dibs. But no, massively appreciate it. Like I say, anybody's support it means a lot. So thank you. Ball whipped into the front post from a Leeds corner. They're trying to claim it's come off a Burnley player. Referee believes them as well. And the Whites have another chance of a set piece. Come on, Burnley, defend this. It's Gruev again to the front post. Ball kept in. Fizzed across again. Burnley clear. I think it's going to go out for a throw-in, which it does for Leeds. Taking it quickly. Well in by Humphries. He needs to get up, go again, because Leeds still have it on the second ball. I'm not liking this because it's gone from them having possession and us pinning them back quite a bit to now we're living sort of the game on a knife edge. Yes, we have the upper hand, and maybe we're just biding our time. Let them have that pressure. Let them run around. Let them tire themselves out. And then we can go for the kill and get that second that will, you'd like to think, kill the game off. Ball out wide for Nonto. Well sorted by Burnley, who managed to do well. Hannibal couldn't read the second ball. It's again out for a Leeds throw-in. To be fair, I'm sitting as I've not got F1 on, but I've mirrored my screen from my phone to the TV. So I've got it on my phone, like in front of the laptop. Then I've got the laptop with me on so I can see what's going on with all the stuff for the watch along. Then I've got obviously with it on TV. So yeah, I understand your madness, mate. I understand it. Leeds have the ball on the edge. Jaden Bogle, is he going to cut in and take one in? He's cut in, but he hasn't took the shot. He's played the pass. Nonto skips away from 2. Skips away from 3, 4. Tries to take a shot. And yeah, I think he made maybe one touch too many, really, to try and open the shot up. He's put himself a little bit wider than he probably thought. And as he's took the shot, he's absolutely ballooned it. On what, Greg? On what? Pete said, need to keep up the... Yeah, to be fair, I've sacked it off. I've just kept whatever team I've got and just let it ride me, Pete. No subs as of yet, Henry. No subs as of yet. Joe Worrell goes along with the ball. Ball over the top. That's offside, surely. And it is offside. I was going to say the Burnley players didn't look interested in it. Nonto's running away thinking he's got one in here. It's right, Pete. Is what it is. Oh, he's 100% offside. 100% offside. To be fair, Greg, I'm a little bit like that. I find myself watching it on the screen, but then I'm like watching it through my phone as well because I've got glare from the window that's letting light in, so it doesn't look too bad on my face. Using that natural light, to find me, try and pick out my beauty, what's left of it. Leeds have it again on the far side. I keep saying it, and I will probably still be saying this for a while. And free kick to Burnley. That's this. I don't know what the referee's going to give there, but Brownhill's took one. He's done well to clear the ball, but Ampadu, let's have a look. The ball skips away. Brownhill gets to the ball, clears it. Yeah, rightly so. Ampadu goes into the book for that. It's quite late on Josh Brownhill. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, I think I remember that game that we last won at Ellen Road. It was the opening day of the season. It was the opening day. It was the opening day of the season, and I remember because I was on a stag do. I was at Haydock Races, and instead of betting on the horses, I went up into like the gantry thing, and there were like a bar in there. So I went in there, and they had the Leeds Burnley game on. So I was watching that and supping at the bar. And I think we won 1-0. I think Sam Vokes bagged. So I'm just going back to that thing that I said earlier that it was 2013 the last time we won, and that would make sense. Oh, good ball. Good ball. Oh, Meslier is there to cut it out. Meslier had to come off his line there. It was a good pass by Lucas Perez, but Meslier cuts it out. Also takes Koleosho out. And you've got Hannibal and Junior Firpo basically both worshipping him and stretching his legs. The youngster's been absolutely outstanding. Still 1-0 to the Clarets, though. 61 minutes on the clock. Out for a throw and taken quickly to the back. Pascal Strike comes towards the centre circle. Played out wide. Back into the centre. Ampadu finds Roden. Burnley have it with Fleming. Can he get away from his man? Gets away from one. Doesn't get away from Bogle, though. Bogle sort of sandwiches him. Takes him down, and the referee sees it as well. It's going to be a free kick to the Clarets in the Leeds half. Taken quickly and gone backwards with it. Now back on this far side, though, with Jaden, near side, sorry, with Jaden Anthony. Can he get a ball in? He's up against Bogle. To the edge. Perez. That's twice Perez has lost it in the last 5 minutes. Leeds can now make a move. Well recovered. Nonto looked like he was in, but it was a good interception by Perez, who cut it out. And a shot taken quickly by Ampadu. And I think Trafford's had to tip that over the bar. The thing is, though, Greg, who do we play at left back? Ampadu's done really well to put his foot round it. It is a corner for Leeds. Header up. Burnley clear, only to the edge of their box. Burnley needs to stand tall. Towards the edge, taken a shot, and it's not entertaining James Trafford. Brendan Aronson with that effort. To be fair, Burnley are making a substitution. Burnley now making that change. Luca Koleosho has ran his game here. He's absolutely run his socks off, and you don't want to burn him out. He's still a young lad. So, time to bring on youngster Jeremy Sarmiento. Let's see what the man on loan from Brighton can do. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe if he scores 2 against Portsmouth, I'll take it. I'll take it, Greg. Leeds have possession. Intercepted. Referee says that's fine. Esteve has to go back to Trafford, who he's taking his time. I mean, come on, Burnley. Let's not live life on a knife edge here again. The longer this game goes on, the more I'm starting to worry. $243 people currently watching. If you can, drop a like on the video. Please do drop a like on the video. It massively helps. Somebody else is going into the book. Bashir Humphries has gone into the book. I think potentially for time wasting. Throwing taken this time. Aronson. Cut out by Esteve. Steve. Throwing for Leeds. Greg's done a fantastic deed by gifting memberships, Mr. Rodriguez. You are correct. Greg's gifted 10 memberships to people. Really do appreciate that. So thank you very, very much indeed, mate. As Leeds come forward, ball fizzed across, header up by Burnley. It's just that little deftly touch that took it away from a Leeds player getting their head on a final ball, potentially equalising this game. But Leeds still haven't given up the fight yet. Aronson. Ampadu has it. He can't go anywhere. So Hannibal tried to send Anthony on a run, but he can't pick out the second ball. Substitutions for Leeds. I think Joel Piro and Joe Rothwell coming on for Ethan Ampadu. And I'm not quite sure who else is going off. Ampadu's gone off and Rothwell has come on. And Brendan Aronson is off for Joel Piro. So Joel Piro, however you want to pronounce his name. So they've gone with another forward. Let's see if Burnley can nullify this that Leeds are trying to do. You can see that they're trying to go for it. Burnley are having a good spell of the ball at the moment. Which it's not a bad thing. Not a bad thing. Just fucking send it long. We're playing about with it at the back again. Come on. Leeds corner. The thing is, we're coming up to the 70th minute and we are. I don't even know. It's almost like we've clearly got it in the legs because we've not done that much bloody running. Rothwell set to whip this ball in for Leeds. It's still in there to the edge of the box. Rothwell tries to come in. Fizzed over, header up. It's going wide. Can Burnley clear it? There is a foul. There is a foul in there. And again, Solomon takes out his man. We do need another, Mac. 100% need another. I dare say, if Leeds get an equaliser, it wouldn't surprise me to see them go grab a second as well. Right now, Burnley are having to stand defiant. Exactly what Tom says there. We've got players going forward now. Bash plays it back, pump long into the box, trying to pick out Sarmiento. He definitely wasn't going to get to it. It's a bit of a poor ball, but Fleming's trying to direct the Burnley players. The next, tell them, look, let's cut in early. Let's try and keep men forward. Oh, I'm not liking this. Nervy 20 minutes now. Or less than that. Leeds come forward again. Burnley are there in numbers. But Leeds starting to come forward now. Nonto tries to get the ball back on the 1-2. Out for a Leeds throw-in. Nonto has it. Good interception by Burnley. Come on. Gone out for a Burnley throw-in. I'm on pins now. Defensively, Pete, we're not doing too bad. It's just worrying me because all it takes is one defensive error and that's it. But Hannibal's gone off. Hannibal's going off. The Leeds fans are waving him off and things like that. But I'm sure they're waving him off. Yeah, clearly they're giving it all that because they're such nice people. But Hannibal is off. Josh Cullen is on in his place. Hannibal's giving it to Leeds fans, to be fair. Leeds fans giving him all sorts, and he's watching him, and he just goes, like, we're 1-0 up, shut up. But yeah, I agree, Pete. Commentators must be watching a different game. Defensively strong, yes. But we've not really going forward. I don't think we've really been all that well. Tom sums it up there as well. Been very poor on the ball this half. Those balls in the first half, we'd break away, get them on the back foot. They just start happening. No, I think we're happy to sit on that 1-0. And like I said, the longer this game goes on, the longer I can just see something happening. And it's not going to be good for Burnley Football Club. Let's hope they can stay defensively strong if that's how it's going to be. The thing is, we don't want to be going, we've got the upper hand. We don't want to stick another forward on sort of thing. But we need to still be resolute and a lot stronger than what we are. And Sarmiento's give away a cheap foul. Hannibal's now just walking past all the Burnley fans and getting a rapturous round of applause. But it is a free kick for Leeds and a chance for them to get a ball into the box. Oh. Gruev. Referee just making sure that there's nobody impeding in the box as the ball comes in. And they were a header up at the back post. I think it's Joe Roden. I was just looking at it again as the ball comes in and he completely mistimes his header. I think if he connects with that, you're looking at an equaliser, but he's trying to claim it comes off the Burnley man. It doesn't even touch anybody. Well played by Sarmiento. Manages to, does he keep it in? I don't know. He's been sent towards the Leeds dugout there, but very close. Very close, Pete. Interception for Burnley. What can they do? He's going to have to go alone. Manages to win a Burnley throw-in. Well played by Humphreys there. Did very well up against Pascal Struijk. Joe Worrell gets it. Picks out Trafford. Ball with Esteve. Fizzes one long over the top. Can Burnley get to the second ball? Well played by the Leeds defender. Burnley throwing in a dangerous area. Firpo had to be alert there. Ball with Cullen. It's going to go out for a goal kick. Burnley trying to get forward, but again, you're in a catch-22 situation now. You're 1-0 up. Leeds about now making another 2 substitutions. Firpo's gone off. And he's been a nuisance, to be fair, as Firpo. Fair play to him. He'll be replaced by Sam Barham. So a like-for-like change in that position. And Mano Solomon will make way for Ramazani. Oof. It's painful now. I must say it's very, very painful to watch. Well, Burnley still have the ball. Why didn't Worrell go on a bit of a run there? Leeds do want it more, Pete. 100%. Like I said, the last couple of games, Burnley haven't been the best at all. I've not seen what's happened here, but there's... Because all I can hear is bashing about upstairs, so I don't know. Someone's getting a grilling off the missus. Thank God it's not me yet. Still time, but there's 2 players. There's a Leeds player on the deck and a Burnley player on the deck, and the referee instantly called 4th officials on. So I'm guessing it's a clash of heads. Yeah, Tom says it's a clash of heads as well. Scott Parker's got his boys together, giving them some words of wisdom, explaining, look, you need to stand tall, do your job, make sure that you... No, it's just going to show it now. It's a horrible one, that. Brownhill and... Is it Roden? Yeah, Brownhill and Roden. They're still both on the deck. Hopefully, like Tom says, I hope they're all right. No, Tom's called it there. I was literally just about to say it, Tom. He took the words out of my mouth that it came at the perfect time. Unfortunately, it's come at the hands of two players injuring themselves. But you know, fresh instructions by Scott Parker, and hopefully we can go again. It's just showed Luca's goal. But we've got 10 minutes, probably another added 6, maybe. So Scott Parker, the boss, giving instructions. My boss just leaving the room. Both players still down on the deck, though. This is a worry for both teams. I hope both players are okay. Roden's up. He's got the Terry Butcher sort of bandage around his head. He must have had a cut to it. He's had to swap shirts. So it's clearly blood. So it's whether he's physios and that think he's okay to continue. The fact he's swapping his shirt must mean that there is he's okay to continue. But Brownhill, Burnley's captain, still down on the deck at the moment, receiving treatment. You know what? Credit to James Trafford, by the way. Must say credit to James Trafford. He's pulled out some really, really good saves. And he's had some very, very easy saves to make as well. Pete, yes, they have shown a replay. Both Roden and Brownhill have gone for the ball. There's no intent to foul each other. It's just a simple one where they've both gone for the same ball. Nothing they could have done about it. And they've both clashed heads and dropped. Both of them just dropped. Brownhill looks like he's got bandage around his head now as well. So that's his ears pinned even further back. There should be a good chunk of added time added onto this. At the moment, the players are all... Brownhill's going to have to change his top as well. Both players are going to have to go off the pitch. Roden's bandaged. Brownhill's bandaged. But they've both acknowledged each other and said, like, are you all right? But I think Parker's wanting to make sure that Brownhill's okay. With both teams currently down to 10. They do look like wounded soldiers, you're right. Ball goes out of play by Sam Byron. Burnley have a throw-in. I think the referees waved Roden back on. I'm guessing Brownhill as well. Yeah, Brownhill's on. Wearing a shirt with no name or number, but I thought players would always have like 2 or 3 shirts with a name on, just in case. But clearly not when it comes to Burnley. Brownhill wearing a shirt now, it's blank on the back. Very much squeaky bum time, Deck. Very, very much. squeaky bum time and shit your pants time. I think I'm in both categories at the minute. We need to stand tall. We need to stand tall. On a black shirt, Greg, you'd be getting Tipex pen out, mate. Tipex pen. Again, just want to thank you all for your love and support. Really do appreciate it. Massively respect you all. So thank you. Like I say, just by being in here, chatting, watching the game together. Like I say, big love to you all. Oh, you're welcome, Pappy. Oh, another Leeds substitution. Joe Roden is going off. He's not happy at being taken off either. He looks very disappointed at being taken off. Well, Tanaka is on for Leeds. Like I say, massively appreciate it. All in all, for people watching through X, through Facebook, through YouTube, 267 people currently watching. Like I say, all the love and support really does help. I'm not sure it does go down as a concussion sub because he came back on. I think if he goes straight off, then yes, it's classed as one. But I wonder where that ball had gone then. But it's into the arms of James Trafford, which is always a good sign. And it looked like Joel Pirro had kept the ball in play. Joel Pirro's only been on the pitch probably, 15, 20 minutes, if that? And he's already asking the referee how long's left. To be fair, I used to ask that like 5 minutes in. But ball intercepted in the centre of the park. Tried to win the ball back. This is where Leeds could get back into it. Good defending by Burnley. I thought the referee were about to blow his whistle then, but no, Leeds still have the ball. I honestly thought we were going to concede then. Honestly thought we were going to concede. Ball whipped in. Trafford comes out and collects. Well played, James Trafford. Long ball pumped over the top. Free kick for Burnley. Fleming brought down. He's been a nuisance as Fleming. Browner looks like he's there's blood coming through the side of his bandage. It's either blood or the plaster. I couldn't tell really. It were quite quick when I saw him, but exactly, Tom. No, to be fair, I've been up since like 5:30, 5:45. Just I've had a dicky stomach all day. So this morning I was just in and out of the bathroom, let's just put it that way. So I've barely had any sleep. Free kick taken quickly into the box and headed over the bar by Pascal Strike. Burnley corner. I think if Strike doesn't get to this, Fleming's getting his head on it. Is it Fleming or even Worrell? I think it could have been, actually, making the run at the back post. Yeah, even while I'm sat here, my all I can hear is something going. We have it 90th minute, so let's see how many minutes are added on. 8. 8 just come up on screen. Brownhill with a ball over. Fleming tries to get to the seconds. Now with Lucas Pires. What can Burnley do? Sarmiento tries to whip a ball in deep. Fleming, why have you given up? Come on. Substitutions for Burnley about to take place. Josh Brownhill is coming off. Right, you know what? Fair enough. Yeah, it's probably about time to. He'll be replaced by Hannoa Masengo. And I think Fleming's coming off as well now. So I dare say Fleming's coming off. But not a bad debut. Not a bad debut to fair. He has been a handful up front. And I think on another day where we are more attacking, he gets himself on the score sheet. But he's replaced by Andreas Huntonje, who some fans haven't taken to just as yet. Well, he's probably going to play with a point to prove. He does run around like a madman. He does run around like a madman. That's what I like about him. Yeah, exactly, Henry. Second place. I'll take it all day. So 2.5 minutes already played of the additional 8. The thing is, Leeds will be very annoyed. Leeds will be really, really annoyed at how they've played and that they've still not got anything out of this as of yet. I always hate 9 minutes of games. Always hate it because you don't know which way the game's going to go, especially at 1-0. It's very, very tough. The jacket's off for Daniel Parker. Some Leeds fans starting to leave. Free kick to Burnley. Jaden Bogle has a sneaky pop at Masengo in the Sarmiento, sorry. Burnley tried to play the ball to the corner. Not the best. Burnley need to watch out for what they're doing here. Ball fizzed across goal, and there is James Trafford again. Ball came in from Nonto, but Trafford comes off his line and gets down to the ball really, really well. And keeps hold of it. Oh, Pete, don't say it. Why? Oh, Masengo's going to go into the book. Cheap yellow. Cheap yellow. Tugged on the back of the shirt. And Masengo has got himself in the bucket. Again, he's another player that loves, is partial to a card. Yeah, clock stops on mine when it gets to 95 minutes. This does not fucking slip. No, this does not slip. So he slips. Yeah, the clock stops. 95 minutes. I need to try and find one or make one. I basically got it off YouTube to try and use. They are rubes. They are rubes. How you doing anyway? You all right? Let's see. Estev's having a bit of a go at Mateo Joseph. Not entirely sure why. She'll be happy now. Slip from Burnley. Leeds still have it. Can Burnley clear? They do, as far as the halfway line. Can Burnley hold it up? Burnley trying for seconds. Again, don't get to it. Oh, it's one again, and it's... Oh, that's tasty. Still, Nonto comes away with it. Is the referee pulling it back? And Burnley are down to 10. Burnley are down to 10 men. We're on the 97th minute and 40 seconds. Bashir Humphries receives his second yellow card. And to be fair, it was a very reckless challenge. He doesn't get the ball at all. And Burnley have literally probably an extra minute. It wouldn't surprise me if all Leeds fans now are in full voice. Trafford comes out and again, James Trafford. Fucking brilliant, mate. Absolutely fucking brilliant. He loves it as well. He loves it. As soon as he got it, he's like on the floor, giving it the Pickford treatment. Burnley have the ball up in the Leeds half. Ball still in play, just by the corner flag. Played 99 minutes. Burnley taking the time by the corner flag now. Scott Parker saying, is that it? It is a corner for Burnley, though. Anthony's played it to Cullen. Cullen's just holding the ball there. Referee says foul to Leeds. That's a million flaming miles forward than what it should be. And that is it. Come on. Get in. Whoo. Sometimes you just have to dig deep in games. That was one of them. That was one of them. That's a very tough game. Very, very, very tough game. Again, we weren't the best side. And yet we still have come out with a result. Thanks to our youngster, Luca Coley-Oshaw. It was hard to watch. So hard to watch. But an 11-year hoodoo of a win at Ellen Road is now ended. Ended. I'm just glad to see. I'm just glad to see us win. I'm happy, but I'm just mixed emotions right now because of how we went about it. It's a brilliant win, really hard fought. We had to dig deep. At the end, then I honestly was so close to shitting my pants, and that's not just because of my stomach. I mean, Lee says it there. Get in. Adrian says it. Outdashed them. John, massive 3 points. Pete, 3 points, all that matters. Mark says Trafford, man of the match. You know what? Yeah, I'd say he came out and were very, very commanding. Leeds will feel hard done by, 100%. Ian says, how did we get away with that? Answers on a postcard, mate. I haven't a Scooby-Doo. Henry says, way to go, Clarence. 3 points, second place. Yeah, it is massive. It is absolutely massive. Max says, not going to slay anyone on that today as they showed grit and determination today to slog that one out. Greg says, Trafford kept us in it. Now just Middlesbrough to lose, and it's been a good day. Yes, it'd be a fantastic day if the Borough lose. Even if the Bastards lose as well, I hope Scott Twan can find his magic at Bristol. Scott Twan or Luke McNally, both of them get on score sheet, win 2-0. But thank you very much to everybody for watching. Again, thank you, Mick. Thanks, Pete, Greg, Lee, Ian, every single one of you, Mr. Rodriguez, all of you. Too many to mention. Thank you very much for tuning in. Really do appreciate it. But yeah, I think I'm going to try and somehow sum that game up because it was painful to watch, but we got the job done. We got the job done. That's the main thing. Let's see what you guys are saying before finishing off. Pete says, big up, Bob. Lots of love. Great stream, Dan. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, says Mac as well. So, yeah, enjoy your weekend. Burnley have won. Get in. And I'm not sure if I'll be able to cover the Pompey game. I may be able to, but I am going out that day. So I don't know whether I will or won't. It depends on the time. We shall see. But I'll let you know nearer the time. We should be back with a match preview on Wednesday. And then we will obviously potentially have a watch along on Saturday. If not, potentially a watch along for the Oxford game. Let's just see. Let's just see. Right now, thank you very much to everyone. Take care. Enjoy your weekend. The night's still young. Go and enjoy yourself. Get a kebab. Have a couple of beers. Let your hair down. Even as a bold guy, I'm going to let mine down. Till then, thanks for watching. See you soon.